it in, yeah. The show, lock it, show, lock it in, yeah. The show, lock it, show. You ready to be entertained, educated, a little stimulation for your brain, lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in, lock it in, yeah. The show, lock it, show, lock it in, lock it in, yeah. The Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
What's up, y'all? It's 4 minutes up to now. You guys are locked into your favorite eating right. It's your boy, Joe Lockett. How y'all doing out there? TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. How y'all doing out there? We hope you guys are having a great evening. And it's your boy, Joe Lockett. Hey, Tam's up in Tennessee. Boss Lady is in the building. What's up? I have no idea how to pronounce that name. It starts with an F. But how you doing? What's up, Kim's Kitchen? Hey, how you doing, baby girl? Alicia, how you doing? User 21, how you doing? Rachel, how you doing, baby? Everything good? Which is sofa? How you? Is that a sofa? Curry Nose, Armstrong, how you doing? Both, I think that was Mar. How y'all guys doing? Hey, man, Dr. Charlene Lee, how you doing? Aqua Woman is in the building. How you doing? It's the Joe Lockett Show today, y'all. You know, and got a lot to get into. It's 4 minutes after that. Thank you guys for taking the time to hang out with your boy. You know, we do this each and every evening. You know how we do it. I appreciate you guys for making some of my videos. My reels are going viral again. So thank you guys for watching those and sharing those. We appreciate you. And this part of the show is, of course, brought to you by Tamise Creations. And right now, I'm burning the one and only Black Raspberry Vanilla in the studio. And it smells so good. And you guys can go to Tamise Creations right now, right here on TikTok or Amazon or TamiseCreation.com and go get your house smelling like Joe Lockett Studios does. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much. What's up, Donna? What's up, Carl? Jennifer, how y'all guys doing? I got a couple of things on the schedule there. Y'all been kind of hitting me up with some couple of topics. Hey, Facebook, we're back. YouTube, we're back. I finally got everything figured out. Shaw, how you doing? Late, how you? Lati, how you doing? Shamel, how you doing, baby? Hey, y'all, do me a favor, hit that like button. I got 0 likes for a lot of people in here. Go ahead and hit that like button. What's up, 5LA? What's up, Lady 5? Shuri, how you doing? What's up, DJ? Debbie, Ty, how y'all doing? Go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. So today, I want to talk about some things going on for the holidays because y'all going to have some problems. I already see this going on. On the holidays, you're going to have some problems with these gifts, with your man, with your boyfriend, and with kids. Shaw, go have some problems with these kids. We're having problems with kids. One of my listeners inboxed me, and she wants to know from our listening audience about this situation she's dealing with, and she don't like it. So, ladies, if you're in this situation, I need for you to come on the show. Hey, cousin, respond. Jump on the show with me today. You can, guys, if you guys want to talk to me. Hey, Kim's Kitchen. If you guys want to jump onto the show, just say you want to jump in. I'll send you a request and you can jump onto the show on TikTok. I need some help with this one here because I don't know the answers. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't. How do we do this today on the show? Okay, so you and your husband have gotten a divorce, okay? Or if you got a boyfriend, right? But you happen to have a kid by your husband or your boyfriend. Hey, Rachel, I see this show for today does not apply to me. No man, husband, or kids. but you may have one. And we may have some more topics for you, Rachel. So hang tight. No, but hold on. Y'all say y'all won't have a problem. Okay, y'all don't know what the situation is. Okay, so your husband or your boyfriend, okay, left. I don't know, but the woman always the one who takes the kid. Okay. Now, here's the dilemma that she's having. The husband has now moved on and have a girlfriend. She looks on social media and his girlfriend is posting pictures with their kid. And it's just him and her, the kid and his girlfriend. And she's having a come apart about her kid being on social media with another woman. I want to ask you ladies, because I don't know the answer to this one. You're divorced. That's your ex-husband, but this is now his girlfriend. What would you do? How do you handle that, ladies and gentlemen? This is Joe Lockett Show, 8 minutes after the hour. You divorce your husband or your boyfriend, or y'all no longer together, y'all have a kid, and you look on social media and you see your kid in a picture with his girlfriend. He's not there. She didn't took a picture with your baby and posted it on social media and getting a lot of likes, talking about a cute kid. What do you do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm asking, what does this go? How do you do? What's going on? What would you do? She says it's disrespectful. You are the mom. She can't replace you. She says it's disrespectful, that she should have asked her permission before she posted the picture on social media with her kid. She's highly upset. She flagged the picture, got the woman account on suspension, so on and so on. Oh my God, they should have asked the parent for permission, put her in place and let her know. Okay, Kim's kids, I gotta ask you this though. The parent was the dad. He don't have any rights to say his girlfriend can take a picture with his son? I mean, do you got to run? If the dad said it's okay for her to take a picture with her son and post it, why do he need to run that by his ex-wife? I'm asking. I'm asking the question. Y'all need to go ahead and share this out here because I really want to know how do we do about this. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Let's go. Dad should have asked mom. Why? Why should the dad have asked mom? The kid is in his custody. He's spending time with his kid, and he sees that the woman is okay. So I don't know. Why is this a problem? Because I don't think you got to run everything by the mom. Got to run everything by dad, and dad got to run every single thing by mama. You should trust the man or the woman that you had a baby by, and you should trust their judgment, right? Miss St. Louis, most women are petty, honestly, mad because it's a new woman. Thin line. Okay, but what's the thin line though? Because again, he is the father. Murray said he is the father. So do he need to check with the baby mama to see can his girlfriend take a picture with his son and they're trying to bond and move on with his life? I'm asking. Sounds like the dad gave permission. I don't see this as a problem. It wouldn't be for me. Okay, I say it's not a problem. If roles were reversed, women would have done the same. Long as she treats my child fine, I'm okay. Women can do whatever they want. Okay, so I'm just asking because when she asked me about it, right, and she was like, it's disrespectful. They should have Shane, Safe, if you want to come on to the show, put into the comments that you want to talk on topic, and then I will bring you onto the show. If you guys are just trying to see some people trying to pop up, but if you're just popping up on the show, y'all, you need to let me know that you want to be on the show and talk on topic, and then we'll bring you. Kelly says women can do whatever they want. But I'm asking, respectfully, right? If you divorce your husband, you're no longer with your boyfriend, and he's out with his new girlfriend, and she takes a picture with your daughter or your son and post it on the social media, is that a bad thing? Is there something wrong with that? And should you have a come apart? Because she didn't like it because it was getting a lot of likes saying it was a cute kid. Oh, that's so precious. And I think she got a bunch of likes on it. So she got on the post and said what she said. And then she had to, had the post flagged and had to get the girl account. I guess she's in like Facebook jail or whatever it is, right? Move on. He's going to have a new woman. I don't know, y'all. I got to talk about this one here. So, what are the limits when you are no longer together and you're trying to move on with your life? What is it that a mom and dad can't do with their child? It's their child, right? So I understand that you don't want nobody putting hands on your kids. I agree with that. But where they're going on trips, if daddy got to go to work and the girlfriend staying at the house, you don't want the kids staying at the house with his girlfriend. Well, if you got to go to work, I mean, I'm just asking where does this end and where does this begin? Just ask, she shut her down. I'm going to say this here. I would have a problem. I would have a problem if my ex-wife, if I had kids with my ex-wife, and she see a picture on social media, and she have a come apart. Because number one, what you're saying to me as a man, you don't trust me in my judgment of women that I deal with. Regardless of how you feel about me, you had a child with me, and basically what you're telling me is that I'm not a good enough father to make a good enough judgment whether I want my child to be in a picture with a woman, right? So I don't, I would have a huge problem with my ex-wife doing some bull crap like that, because I think it was just petty. I think that she saw her kid in a picture on social media and it was getting a lot of likes, and she ain't getting no love, and he done moved on, and I guess maybe the girl was cute. I don't know what the girl looked like, but obviously she probably still caught her feelings, and so she used the kid as a weapon against her ex-husband. And I think that's why she did what she did. I don't think this has anything to do with disrespect myself personally. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's just me. They be salty, that's all. Exactly, Joe. I was thinking the same thing. It's disrespectful. How is it disrespectful, Juju? How is it disrespectful? What did that woman do disrespectful? Because I'm quite sure when she took the picture, and I'm pretty sure most women, if you're dating a guy, you're not going to post a picture of somebody's kid that you're dating unless you ask the father. I mean, let's be real about that. Come on now. So, Juju, how is it disrespectful? If the father gives permission, it's not disrespectful. If the mom gives permission, it's not disrespectful. Now, maybe next time, the mom or the dad need to have a conversation on what they would like to see happen, what they don't appreciate to see happen. But I don't think it's disrespectful. I don't. I mean, I don't think it's disrespectful. She wanted to make. She got her man. That's enough. She's dating your ex. How much more jealousy do you need? They got pictures, I'm pretty sure, all over social media, all being lovey dovey. What more jealousy do you need if your ex didn't want him or whatever? She's with your ex. How's that making her jealous? So what you're trying to tell me, Juju, is that women that don't know the ex-wife, have no idea who the ex-wife and ex-girlfriend is, they get with a guy, right? Fall in love with him, and they come in and want to make the ex-wife jealous. For what? Well, I mean, really, Juju, what do they want to make the ex-wife jealous or ex-girlfriend jealous for? I really need to understand this. It's giving, I still want my baby daddy. I mean, I'm just being honest. What does she do? What is the jealousy part here? I mean, I'm really not getting that at the end of the day. If my girlfriend posts a picture with my son on social media and it's getting a lot of likes, people saying cute kid, and you saying, oh, thank you, right? And maybe she's mad because she's not acknowledged that that's not her kid. Lady J, I know her problem is my ex-husband's wife, but not girlfriend. What's the difference, that Lady J? What's the difference? Your husband, okay, what's the difference? I want to know, I'm gonna be quiet. What's the difference? The child has to have a relationship with the partner. Because the child's gonna be around a new man, right? Of course he is, right? That man's gonna be spending. A man is not gonna be posting your child up on social media, but that man's gonna be taking your child places. That man is gonna be doing things for your child, buying your child stuff, the stuff that the daddy don't even know about. So can I ask y'all seriously, what are the damn limits about being the kids and the baby daddy? Y'all got the baby daddies out here. What are the do's and the don'ts, ladies and gentlemen? I want to know. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. What are the do's and don'ts for what baby daddies are not supposed to do and baby mamas? I need to know this. I really do. What are the do's and don'ts? Kelly, if a woman wants her child to be around a new man, let her. Yes, but this situation is one of my listeners hit me up and inboxed me and said she has a problem with her ex-husband's girlfriend posting a picture of their son and her together. Her ex-husband was nowhere in the picture. She posted on social media like it was her son, and she said that was very disrespectful and hurtful when she looked at social media. And I asked her one question, and this is a huge question for me. Why the hell are you following that man on girlfriend? Real talk. Why are you following that man girlfriend? Baby daddies are part-time fathers. Okay. He's a part-time father, but he's still a baby dad, regardless of how, whatever time frame you want to put it on. Okay. As long as the person is treating my child right, it should not be an issue. That's what I'm saying. The man's at home is a full-time father. Okay, but if they're no longer together in America, 9 times out of 10, the woman gets the child. So he's always the father. So you can't say he's a part-time father. He may spend not as much time as he would like with his kid. But the law says if you're getting a divorce, you can't stay in the same house, which he can't be a full-time father. Now, if the mama don't want the child, one of some of y'all women give that child to their fathers, right? A lot of women are not trying to take their husband to court and say, you keep the kid. Most women are fighting to keep the kids. There are men who want their kids and can't get their kids. Come on now, let's not do that. There are men that want to be full-time fathers to their kids, and they can't because the court's going to give it to the mamas. Stalking the girl page, exactly. If the baby's mother leaves the father, you know he messed up the relationship that badly. See, y'all gonna do this to me today, Kelly. Really? Really? Because women don't always, it ain't always the man. Yes, there's plenty of situations where the man is in these situations. Kelly, you must be new to the show. Kelly, I'm not bitter. I don't have children. Kelly, welcome to the Joe Lucky Show, baby. Love you. I'm just tired of men blaming women. Most women in relationships for a reason. Okay, let me bring Kelly. Let me see, can I get Kelly to come on? I don't know if she got enough people. I don't know. Kelly, I would love to bring you on to the show here. Let me see, can I bring you on? Oh, I was trying to cancel the show. I'm not trying to do that. No, I don't want to end my life, sir. I don't think I can bring you on, Kelly. I'm trying. Okay, let me see. Kelly. I don't see you in my viewer box here. I don't know. Let's see. Let me stop up. Okay, Kelly, I don't know how to bring you on, but I wish I could bring you on because I really would love to hear your point of view here. So, Kelly, if you can send me an invitation and I'll bring you in because I would love to hear, because I don't think you're bitter, but you're saying, maybe you tuned into my show for the first time, you think I'm on here bashing women. And I'm not. I'm asking the question because this is a woman who inboxed me to talk about this on my show today, that her ex-husband, girlfriend posted a picture with her son on social media, and she started getting a lot of likes, and people was hitting up telling her such and such got your son on their Facebook page like it's her son. So she went and had the page, I guess, got to put in Facebook jail or whatever, and she had to come apart about it, and yeah. So Kelly, if you can send me an invite, and if I think you have to have over 1,000 people, but if you are able to come in and chat, please come in, and I'd love to talk to you. Mom is jealous of the new girlfriend and maybe even the relationship with the child. And I hate to say it, but I'm thinking that's what that is myself, Jay. I'm really thinking that, because if you're going to be mad at anybody, ladies, you should be mad at the father and let him handle it. Going to get the girl put in Facebook jail, blasting the girl out, whatever. I'm going to say 9 times out of 10, too many women ain't gonna be posting a picture of their child because who do you think took the picture? Let me ask you that, ladies. Who do you think took the picture of her and the baby, their little boy? Who do you think took the damn picture? The dad. He took the picture, which means he gave his permission. He took the picture. So if he took the picture, He's saying it's okay. I trust her. Post a picture, baby. That's my son. I'm building a new life. Now, however long they've been together or not been together, I don't think a woman gets to dictate whether a man woman can post a picture with his girlfriend or wife, and vice versa. If my ex-wife and we had a son together or a daughter, and he's on there with social media, right? The only thing, if I see it and I don't like it, I'm going to call my ex-wife and say, "Who is this dude with my son?" Right? You trust him? He good? Right? I'm going to talk to her about it, and then I would tell her I want to meet him. That's the way I would handle it. I cannot like the picture. I may feel some kind of way about it, but I'm gonna deal with my ex-wife, and then I'm gonna talk to him. I like to make sure he's a good dude. I'm not gonna get mad because of the picture, because I'm gonna have to trust my ex-wife's judgment about the man she dates. Because if she marry him, they're gonna post pictures anyway. So a picture's not gonna hurt me. A picture's not gonna affect me if I see a dude posted up with my kids. What's gonna affect me if that she don't allow me to meet the dude. And this is what I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen. And let's talk about this. You guys locked into your favorite evening ride. Your boy, Joe Lockett. Thank you for where you're locking in. You may be at work. You may be on your way to work. If you're driving work, be very careful. If you're at home, y'all, you got me on your TV screen. I think Tam, she's sitting in the picture, and she puts me up on the TV screen. So, hey, Tam's up on the TV screen. I think I'm on YouTube. So, hey, Tam, how you doing, baby girl from Tennessee? Rachel, how you doing? Lady J, I got my man MD. He's in the building. You had to put in Facebook, Jess. Charles in the building. Thank you so much for joining in. I see we got some new followers on here today. Thank you so much for coming in. Kelly, love to talk with you. User Miss Terry, how you doing? Valerie, how's it going? So again, I want to talk about the rules of the parenting. And also, I've been in situations, right, when I was married and since I've been single. Lady J's in the building. Hey, baby, how you doing? When you are dating a man that have kids, and when you're dating a woman that have kids, what do you do? What do you do? What's the decorum? How do you do that? How do you use that? How do you play that game with kids, y'all? Miss St. Louis calls after that understood what's the problem. And this is what I'm going to say. Pray that they have good intentions. Yes, you have to pray that they have good intentions. You don't raise those children because they ain't yours. Very true. You don't raise them, okay? Definitely make sure they ain't around anybody, of course. Okay. You deal with it with good intentions and judgment. Exactly. Now, this is what I did when I was in a situation where I'm faced with people's kids, right? If I'm dating a young lady with kids and I get ready to meet her kids, the first thing I ask her, is the father in the picture? That's the first thing I ask. Is the dad in the picture? Okay? Because if I'm going to meet your kid, that means you're not getting serious. If I'm going to be around your kid and the dad's in the picture, what do I need to do next? I need to talk to the dad. I need to meet the dad. We need to go have a cup of coffee, go have a beer together. We need to have a sit down. Give him my phone number. If he want me to call him because he's the dad, I give him all the other respect in the world. I will bow down to the father of that child, right? However he want to approach me, wherever he need to meet me at, I need to sit down and talk with him, right? That's me. That's me. Now I want to talk about that too, about the punishment and the whooping of the child, because some men and women have very, very, very different feelings about that. So let's talk about that. That's some of the things I do want to talk about. Rocket Mount Redneck, welcome back. We ain't seen you in a while, baby. How you doing? So for me, if a woman want me to be around her kids, I need to meet the father if the father's in the kid's life. If the father is not in the kid's life, I back up and I want to have a conversation with her. Okay? Because I need to know why that kid's father's not in that kid's life. Because that could be a reflection on the woman that I'm getting ready to date because of the choices that she makes. That's just me. So I don't know the situation, but if that kid's father's not in his life, I want to know why. And some women don't feel like it ain't my business to know why. And I said, okay, well, I don't need to meet your kid, and I don't need to go any further. And here's the reason why. When you're bringing a kid, when a grown ass man is going into your life, and you're about to introduce me to your kid, if that father's not in his life or her life, that kid is going to start to look at me as a father figure. I'm going to get attached to that child, right? And if you are, as a person, are messed up on some kind of level of why you and that baby daddy can get together, that's going to reflect on me. Because see, me, I look at everything as a flag when it comes to kids. If the man ain't in this kid's life, I want to know why he's not in the kid's life. Do you got him on child support? I need to know these things, because now I need to know what role am I going to be taking on when I meet your child. What do you expect of me when I meet your child? What the hell are you expecting of me to be with your child? Because I may not need to meet your child that soon, because I may not be that serious about you, right? So it's a conversation that we really got to have when you want me to meet your child. That's just me. And I think a woman, I think more, I don't know if men really do that, but I know that's what I did. But I know a lot of women don't want to meet the other woman. I know a lot of women do not want to meet the other woman. It gets too complicated dating someone with children because of the diplomatic drama. Kelly, I think if you're on the up and up and you're grown, you can handle it, right? But I think it's a conversation that needs to be had, because if you got a child, that's a very delicate subject for the man or for the woman. And I need to know where the mom stands. And I look at you and see what kind of mom you are to your child. And like I said, I need to know, if we're into this maybe 3 or 4 months, I don't think I'm gonna feel very uncomfortable meeting your child, because I don't know where we're going. I don't like meeting women's kids early on in a relationship and then it goes bad. Because I feel like, I'm playing around with a kid emotions. I'm worried about the mama. The mama gonna be fine. But the mom, this is the way I see it. If I'm gonna be in a woman's life and I meet her kid, I need to make sure that as a man that I'm serious about her mom or his mom. Because I don't want that kid to be looking at me and saying I used his mom, and looking at his mom or her mom and saying she's weak and feeling some kind of way about his mom because now she's in the room crying because I done left her. That's the way I look at it. You see what I'm saying? That's the way I think about it. You know what I'm saying? And I've always, tried to put myself in that situation. I can't say I always have done the right thing. I'm not gonna say that. But as I got older, I started to understand, man, Joe, you can't play around with this. Just because she got a big booty and a smile and you want to smash, bro, she had a kid. And you went in for the smashing, but when things got tough, you did it, and you didn't even say bye to the kid. Or when you try to say bye to the kid, she didn't want you to talk to the kid anymore, because guess what? Now she's mad at you. Now, what the damage you done done to the kid? You done messed up with the baby's mama, right? You know what I'm saying? And now the kid is looking at the mom crying and looking at you and don't want to talk to you. So that kid is now jaded towards men too, or any other dude that comes in that woman's life. See, as fellas, we got to talk about and think about all that kind of stuff, but a lot of us don't. So I'm going to digress for a second. I'm going to read some of these comments on TikTok and Facebook. But I want to know, ladies and gentlemen, how do you handle situations when you're dealing with someone with kids? Do you require yourself to meet the other parent? Or how do you guys deal with it? Let me read some of these comments. Kelly says, on how you're going to react if that little boy gets angry and scream at you, you're not my real father. I'm going to address the discipline part in the latter part of the show. Okay, MD is talking with Sharon. Bible, all four of us parents, all our children together in a healthy manner. That's good. They can't manipulate, disrespect any of us. And that's the best place to be in. Kelly, that's when you don't have control of your kids. It sounds like Baba has a really good situation going on with her family. Rocky Mountain, I have them weekend. Okay, so Rocky Mountain, let me see, can I go back? I got one at one point. He eventually moved away. I have the weekends and he has them weekends, and it works out right now. Okay. Hey, Shamil, how's it going? So, how do y'all handle these situations with your kids? And what is the time frame? Because people are always talking about what is the time frame for you to give a man a cookie? What's the time frame for you for a man to meet your kids? Facebook and TikTok, Spotify, YouTube. What's the time frame that you start liking this dude, ladies? That you allow them to meet your kids, and fellas, if you have kids, what is the time frame that you allow to be with a woman before you introduce her to your kids? 3 months? Oof, I wouldn't want to meet your kids in 3 months. 3 months. Okay, 6 months. Yeah, maybe 3 months. I wouldn't want to meet your kid in 3 months. Hell no. I'm gonna say 6 months will be the least. 3 months. 6 months. Monique says 6 months. Okay, so leading up to getting ready to meet the kids, how do you handle that, right? How do you want to be introduced to the kids? It was a year for me. I'm more with that myself personally, the year part, but 6 months would be the least amount. Yeah. As a woman, after we have an understanding of parenting and agreement, that's a deal breaker. When we decide it's serious, 6 months to a year. Okay. 6 months to a year. And like I said, there's no right and wrong answers. All up to perspective on how you feel. But I'll tell you the guys the honest God truth, what I've seen. We on this app, we on social media, and we're talking about it worldwide, globally, right? That we're seeing 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. But the average time that I've seen that a woman would introduce you to her kids is within 30 days, 30 to 45 days. Fellas, am I lying? Hey, Cynthia, how's it going? Fellas, am I lying? Fellas, am I lying? Come on, fellas. Come on, fellas. Don't BS me. I hear what everybody's saying. I don't want to call you no liar, but I've been out here for a minute. I'm over 50, right? The average time that a woman would introduce a man to her kids is 30 to 45 days. He will meet her kids. 30 to 45 days. And this is, fellas, am I lying now? I have had to slow women down and say, I don't want to meet your kids. I have told women, I am not coming to your house because your kids are home. I have been the one. Fellas, come on now. Tell me, am I lying, fellas? Come on. We have been the good dudes. We are the ones backing away because a lot of women, they want you to meet their kids because if you meet their kids and their kids like you, they think that the kids are going to make you want to stay. Come on now. Come on now. Like I said, I'm reading y'all comments, but I'm going to be real with y'all. That ain't what's happening out here. In these streets. That's not what happened. In these streets, what's really happening is women want to introduce their man to the kid as soon as she thinks that he's a good dude. If she thinks he's a good dude, she wants to get it moving on. Here's my kids. Here's my situation. You know what I'm saying? Let's go out to go do this. Let's go out and do this. That's 30 to 45 days. And I'm stretching the 45. Exactly. Especially if you got a son. I'm stretching. I am being very kind when I say 45 days. Very, very kind when I say 45 days. Most of the women that I've been around in my life, right, will introduce you to their kids within 30 to 45 days. Every situation is probably different. You should get used to, you should use judgment and character to determine. What women do you know? Hey, baby dream. The women I know has been from Japan, Australia, America. Just needing the women in the Philippines. But I'll leave it right there. Explain my character? What do you mean explain my character? What do you want me to explain, baby? I'd be glad to explain my character. When I meet a woman, I'm going to show you I'm an upstanding dude. I'm going to be respectful to you. I'm just going to be the average good dude. But like I said, for me, I guess my character truly comes out when I say pump the brakes. I don't want to meet your kids right now. Let's see where we're going. Right. But what I've been hit with, not all of them, but some women have hit me back with saying, oh, you got a problem that I got kids. No, ma'am, I don't have a problem that you have kids. I have a problem that we don't know each other. I have a problem that we need to get to know each other. Also, you playing games, right? Then right into this. Yeah, like I said, y'all get defensive. I don't mind answering any questions, but I'm gonna tell you exactly what to have. And fellas, if you're on here, please go ahead and tell your experience. Because like I said, I know for a fact I'm not the only one that did this. Do you mean like introducing children to the man, or are they spending time with them? No, introduce them. Introduce them. You know what I'm saying? You come by, oh, this is Mama Friend, you know, Joe Lockett, so on and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may go out to lunch or dinner or however y'all go meet or whatever. Just introduce them. I would never introduce my kids to any other guy besides their dad. Okay. Are you still married, baby? Because if you're not married and you date a guy or get married to another guy, you would eventually have to, I think, introduce him to your new man or your husband. Rocky says that's fair though. You want to get to know before getting involved with kids. Yeah. I don't want to get involved with kids. I'm not understanding what you can't relate to. Let me see. Can I bring you on here? Because I would love. I don't. Is this gonna let me bring you on? Well, if y'all send me an invite, and I will bring you guys on. Yeah, because I would love to talk to y'all because I'm asking questions here. I'm not trying to be a Mr. Know-it-all in these situations. I'm just saying what I've been through and what's the protocol. Aquaman, but are men really that eager to want to meet women's children though? No, we're not. Not in the beginning. Not in the beginning. Not in the beginning. I'm not interested in meeting your kids. No, I want to get to know you first before I meet your kids. We don't have to smash. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't know you, why do I need to meet your kids? Right? What's the rush? That would be my question. What's the rush? Most men can see your children on social media in the videos. You know, seeing your kids, I'm cool, but meeting your kids, right? Because this is what I'm saying is, as a man, we're very impressionable. As a woman, you're very impressionable. I'm not going to introduce a woman to my kids unless I know that I'm feeling her, right? That's just me. You're not going to meet my kids unless I know. You know, my kids could be at home, whatever. My kids could be grown, but you're not meeting my kids unless you know what I'm saying? I know that I'm feeling you. It's like me when I was a little boy, a teenage kid. I didn't bring just any girl home to meet mom and dad. Only the real girl, you know, I would bring home to meet mom and daddy. Now, those girls out there to mess with, my mom had no idea what they looked like or who they were. She might have heard them on the phone, me talking to them, but she never met them because she wasn't the kind of girl I want to bring home to my mama. And I use that same that same decorum when I'm talking about my kids. It's nothing to stress over what's going to happen. It's going to happen. You don't waste any of my time. What do you mean waste time? Women have to remember some men aren't there for you, so be careful. I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, what is the protocol here? Because y'all saying 6 months, but I'm being honest. Most women introduce their kids. I ain't gonna miss some women because I don't know all the women in the world. But you know, the women I've been around, it's 30 to 45 days, right? And for me, I see that as number one, a warning sign, right? Number two, I think the woman, if I see a woman introduce me to her kids too early, I feel very uncomfortable because now I feel that you're looking for either these kids for me to win, them to win me over. So I want to be with you, or you want me to see your situation and say I'm going to react way early. And I'm going to be like I tell women, I'm very uncomfortable meeting your kids. I'm very uncomfortable when I meet somebody's kids at the beginning, right? I am great with kids. I work with kids all the time. I am a great guy with kids, have fun and all that other stuff. But when things go bad, it goes bad. And most women don't allow a man to say anything to their kids because you're holding a grudge against me. You're mad at me for whatever reason, right? And so when we break up, we break up. The woman don't give a damn about the man's feelings in that situation, even though you was quick to bring me in or allow me to be in this situation. When we break up, you don't allow, most women don't allow the men to say goodbye to the kids. Those are my kids. You don't need to talk to them. I'll tell them. Well, damn. Oh, okay. And what can you say as a man? But okay, there's nothing you can say. It was like even when I went through my divorce, my stepson. I didn't get a chance to sit down and have that talk with him like I wanted to. His mom and I, what we was going through, she didn't leave the space in the room for all of us to sit down and talk. Because even though another chapter is moving on, you should close a chapter properly, especially when the man and you and that child has been a great family. Now, maybe the mom and daddy may not be working, but as my ex would know, and she would attest to this day, that when it came to my son, which I call him my son, I was a damn good dad. Period. I handled my business. I trained him. His dad was in his life. I had a great relationship with his father, right? But I was there for him. I made sure he didn't want, if he didn't know something, whatever, I was on his behind to teach him how to be a young man. And I felt some kind of way because nobody reached out to me after 10 years to make sure that him and I actually got a chance just to sit down and talk and understand. She handled that. I was nowhere to be found. Did not like that. And so that's why I say right now, for me, I'm always, I put a cause to pause when a woman want to introduce you to your kids. Because like I said, my situation, I got burned on that one big time. Let's see here. You have to protect kids at all costs. They are too impressionable. Very, very true. Thank you. That's what happened. And that happened about 4 or 5 years ago. So that is what it is, y'all. I'm not bitter about all of that. It was just at the time, I felt some kind of way about it because whatever happened between you and your mate, that happens. But I think there's a way to end things regardless you or her are feeling about y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the family portion. But what I've learned when breakups, everybody don't try to leave a person better than they found them. Most times people are trying to leave them with a foot in the coffin and another foot on a banana peel, right? And they don't give a damn about you at the end of the day, no matter what you've done for them. They forget all of that part. They just remember what they've done for you. So, again, that's how people see it. I'm not saying I was a perfect man in my marriage. I can say I never cheated. But the only thing is I can say is that I wasn't perfect. That's some things I got terribly, terribly wrong. Attention, not going to counseling when she asked me to. So, I don't want nobody know my ex-wife to say, Joe Lack is at that bashing, because I'm not. She's a great woman, wishing her nothing but the best with whatever she got going on in her life. You know what I'm saying? So not bashing at all. It's just too messy. That's why I didn't date a lot after my divorce. Let's see. Stella Flower says these kids wilding out, so if they can't take the heat, might as well be single. All right, you guys are locking in. 47 minutes after that, 47 minutes after that, you guys are locked into your favorite evening rap. It's your boy Joe Lockett. Now, I've been seeing it pop up myself. I was going to get into it, so let's get into it about when it comes to discipline. If you happen to be in a relationship with your someone and they have kids, hold on, read Kelly's thing. Why don't you just be thankful and take it? She trusts you to meet her children. Because it's just not about her, Kelly. It's about me too. Even though she trusts me, I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know you at this point. So if I'm telling you I need to back off, right? We need to get to know each other, Kelly. Yeah, you may trust me enough to meet your kids, but I'm not trusting you. My question is, why are we rushing to meet your kids? I can meet your kids much, much later. You know what I mean? So there's no rush for me to meet a woman's kids. There's no rush for you to meet my kids. There's plenty of time if we're going to be together that you'll be around my kids and I'll be around yours. So your kids is not at the top of my agenda. I do understand you have kids. I do understand that. But that is not my agenda right now. That's your agenda for your life. If I'm dating you or I'm courting you, your kids is not a part of what I have, what I need to be worried about right now. What I need to worry about first is, can we get along? Let's see. You don't know him like that. Trust what? It's sad men have to tell women this fundamental skill. You got to feel the woman or man first. It's just too much at stake. I wish people would take it seriously. Yeah, I mean, I'm just at the end of the day, y'all, and thank y'all. Do me a favor, hit the like button and share the video that we're talking about this. But I'm just at the point, the agenda. A man has an agenda, a woman has an agenda. So I have to be very careful as a man, right? That I'm not putting myself in a situation that I'm going to hang myself in later. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to get in, it's difficult to get out. You know what I mean? So if she introduced me to her kids way too early and I accept it because, yeah, if I get with her kids, I can be around the kids and we can smash. But then what? What if I don't like her? What if I don't like her kids? What if I don't really want to be around kids, right? There's a lot that I have to think about myself. So as I'm dating you, right? And I know you got kids of whatever age, that gives me time to think, do I really want to put up with you or be with you? Are we having a good time together and deal with your kids and vice versa? I mean, as a man, these are things I need to think about too, because you got kids, right? That's your priority. That's your responsibility. As a man dating you, I have no responsibility to your kids whatsoever. I have no obligation to help you with your kids whatsoever. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Your kids are your kids, my kids are my kids. Now, I know women may not like when I say that, but that's the honest God truth. As a grown man, if I'm dating you, I have no obligation to you nor your kids. Giving you money for your kids, schooling, that ain't my job. I'm no less of a man, no more of a man if I don't help you out with your kids. Just being honest. And you know more of a woman, no less of a woman if I got kids and we dating and you don't help me out. My kids are not your responsibility. I should not be coming to you asking you for your help with my kids. But if you date a single mom, you take the risk of taking responsibilities of those children later. If you date them, yes, you do. But that would be on my time and then on my dime, right? On my time and then on my dime. Not on your time because you want me to be in your life. And because I'm in your life, I need to start helping you and taking on daddy duties when I'm just your boyfriend. Let's just talk about that now. Because I'm your boyfriend, I should be taking on daddy duties. That should be left up to me. Do I want to help you with your kids? But it's not my responsibility. And I'm gonna say it's not a boyfriend responsibility to help a woman with her kids. That's not his job. I know a lot of women gonna get mad as hell when I say that, but that's not his job. That's the baby daddy's job. I heard one woman tell me, well, he ain't in his life, but that ain't my problem. You chose that. But it ain't my responsibility because your son wants some joys and I need to help you put in on some joys. No, I don't. I remember one time I was dating this young lady, and Christmas was coming up, and I was getting some stuff for my kids, and we just had started dating, right? And Christmas coming up, right? So we went Christmas shopping. I'm shopping for my kids. She said, let's go shopping for the kids, right? And I hadn't met her kids. She had met mine because my kids live in Japan, so it ain't too many people who met my kids. But I'm shopping for my daughters, and I'm getting stuff for her, and she was like, well, what are you going to get for? I'm not going to call his name out for such. I said, nothing. I don't know your child. You want to go shopping together, but I'm not buying your son anything, and I don't want you to buy my kids anything. They don't know you. I don't want to explain our relationship to my kids right now. We haven't been together for I think it was like maybe a month or two. I said, we're just getting to know each other. Yeah, I said, I'm sorry that hurt your feelings, but no, I'm not buying your son anything. I'm not trying to win brownie points with you, right? I'm just not. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Listen, I realized what she was doing was she wanted to go shopping because she wanted me to help her buy some stuff for her son, her kids. That's why she wanted to go shopping with me. I didn't know that in the beginning. I'm just thinking, hey, we going shopping, we getting to know each other. It was some time we could spend together. I'm naive as hell. I mean, she got me on that one. Well, she got me there, but she didn't get nothing out of me. And after that, after we finished, of course, that was a very awkward shopping experience. And I broke up with her. I told her, I said, I don't think this is going to work. Um, and I explained to her why, and she was, got mad and said I'm using waste of time, whatever. But that was a red flag for me because you bamboozled me. I allowed you to, but you led me to shopping for selfish reasons, right? And so, as your boyfriend or the man you're talking to, right, we really won't even just start talking. You're thinking that I'm going to help you buy your kids Christmas presents. The hell? No, I'm not going to do that. No, that's not what I'm doing. No, I bought for my kids. And the present that I bought her, I took it back. She didn't know that I bought a present, but I had bought the present I bought for her, I took it back. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be quicker than that. But I'm just saying, this is some of the stuff that goes on out there. And I think a lot of women, I ain't gonna say a lot of women, some women, when they're dating a guy, they want that man to take on some of those responsibilities that they acquired. And I'm telling you, seriously, that ain't my responsibility if I'm dating you. If we're monogamous, we've been in a relationship for a while, I got you. But if I just start dating you and you got a serious situation, it is my prerogative, as Bobby Brown would say, to say no or yes to you. And I am not wrong nor right, whichever way I go with it. Because number one, we're just starting to get together. I didn't help you create that child. Whatever problems you had before me. So whatever you're going through as a woman, I would say as a black woman, we got a hard out here. We should have made better damn decisions. I'm just gonna say that you should have made better damn decisions. Because the decisions you made, you're not going to put that off on me like it's my responsibility and call me a sorry black man. You need to be talking to the baby daddy. The baby dad is the sorry guy. You are the person who chose that guy. And then you're going to say, well, he lied to me, so on and so on. No, that got nothing to do with me. I'm just being freaking rich. That has nothing to do with me at all for who you chose and decided to lay up with and have a baby with. That got nothing to do with me. So for me, don't put that on me. Monique, I agree with you on that. I wouldn't have asked any man. I just started dating to buy gifts. That's never. But I'm telling y'all, man, fellas, if y'all on here, man, y'all would be amazed at what women think that a man, their dating responsibilities are, especially when it comes to financial situations. You know what I'm saying? There are some women out there, man, that, that if you're dating me, you're going to need to do this. Or if you can't, we won't be dating, we won't be talking. I mean, that's very, very simple for me. Very, very simple. I don't ask a woman to help me with my bills or my problems, and I'm not going to help you with your bills or your problems unless I'm serious about you. I'm dating all the time. Erica Monk, I don't even date when they were teens. They were uber protective. That's smart. Men want to be the leader in the relationship, and that usually requires money. How, Kelly? How that requires money? Kelly, I really want to know if I'm a leader in our girlfriend and boyfriend relationship when I meet you. How does that require money? I don't have to pay for all the dates. If I'm dating you, you can pay for some of the dates too. We're dating each other. You need to get to know me too, right? I'm being honest, Kelly. If we dating, right? I'm not gonna pay for every date that we go on. Because if you can't pay and take me out sometimes, I don't want to be with you. Men court women, but women have to court back, right? Men pay for women hair and nails too sometimes. Again, if I tell you no or yes about your nails and hair, that is my prerogative. I'm not wrong nor right if I don't pay for your hair and nails. Again, your hair and nails is not my responsibility as your boyfriend. I'm sorry, but it's not. That's like telling you that my getting my beard, going to the barber is your responsibility, right? A woman has no responsibility. Don't get me started on the diatribe today, y'all. But a woman that's dating a man have no responsibility. But we have responsibilities as we're dating you. Really? We have responsibilities if we're dating you? I have no responsibilities if I'm dating you. I don't. I can say yes or no, and I'm right in either form or fashion. Lady G, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it today. I promise. I'm married and I pay my own upkeep. Most men want wife treatment while we're girlfriends, though. What wife treatment do I want from you, Kelly? Explain. I mean, we've had this conversation, gazillion times on the show, but Kelly, I think you're new to the show. So, what wife treatment that I want from you? I don't need you to clean up my house. My house is spick and span. I wash my own clothes. I don't cook. I eat out every day. Okay. Or I have microwave. So I don't need you to cook for me. So tell me, Kelly, cooking. You don't clean my house, Kelly. You don't clean my house. I don't need you to clean my house. My house right now is spick and span without a woman. Okay, I've been living on my own for 5 years, and I've never had a woman come in and clean my house. A woman would come in my house and have to keep up with me. Okay, I'm just being honest. I don't need you to wash my clothes. I'm proud military, baby girl, so I don't need a woman to take care of me in any shape, form, or fashion like that at all. And people who know me that's been on this show for the last 10 years know Joe Lockett don't cook. So a woman that's with me, I don't require you to cook. If I don't cook, I don't require you to cook. I will make sure that we have Uber Eats bring us something to eat, or because I have friends in the business, I can have our food catered to us once a week, pay them, just like groceries, but make sure they have us meal prepared. So don't bring me that. That's a non involved thing. If you're working like I work, you shouldn't have to be in the kitchen every day when you get out of work cooking me food. No, you shouldn't. If you sit at home every day, you're not doing nothing, that's different. But if you're working just like me, I don't want you in the kitchen every day cooking. I will make sure that it would be my responsibility as your man or husband to make sure that, hey, either sometimes you make sure the meals are bought, or we can make sure the meals are prepped through a private chef, and we get our meals brought to have our meals already set up for us for 5 days a week or 6 days a week, whatever you want to do that. So again, what are the wifey duties for me? Because from what I have heard, most women don't clean very well, and some women don't know how to cook. So I'm asking again, what are the wifey duties? Men that want a relationship are kind and generous. I think most men are kind and generous if they don't want a relationship. America. I don't need a trophy. I hold my own trophy. So I don't know, Kelly. I mean, you're on two different pages here. It sounds like you're more for maybe just the debate, but not the substance of it, because you still haven't explained to me wifey duties. For a man like myself, what would be your duty for me and me and you got together? No, I'm not being difficult, Kelly, at all. If anybody who actually knows me, they will tell you I'm being very, very serious. Seriously, right? I am a single guy, been divorced going on 5 years. I take care of myself. So what is a woman? I don't need you to bring anything into my house or do anything for me. If you want to do something, that's fine, but I won't miss you if you walk out the door. When it comes to, as you call these wifey duties, I'm very good at that. We become mothers for you. Kelly, you done really struck out on this one big time, baby girl. I didn't even talk to mama. So maybe that will work with somebody else, but yeah. Maybe I need to come in the box today. Okay, let me see, can I bring you in? Send me an invite, Cassandra, and I'll bring you in. I know who will come to Boston. Let me invite MD because I know his ass will come in.
What's up, Joe?
What up, man? I knew your ass would come in. I said I knew your ass would come in. I said I knew you'll come in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead, man. I'm putting the microphone, the other microphone we got in the studio. I'm putting it up to the phone. But go ahead. You're locked in, bro. Go ahead, MD.
I'm cracking up at Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly's new, man. I think she's debating, so I'm not going to go hard at Kelly, man. I love Kelly. Thank you for locking into the show. I think she's just debating me today, and I love the way she's debating. I think some of it's unrealistic, just a tad bit. So what's your thoughts, man, when it comes to this situation?
Okay, we still talking about kids.
Yeah, with the kids. Yeah, how do you deal with women that you date with kids?
Very careful. Like you said, it's to introduce someone to your child so early. As I stated earlier, especially if she has because that young man get attached to you. He can get used to you coming around. So just if the situation between the mother and I not work out, this young man could possibly, still love it. Okay, mommy, what happened to MD? Why you don't come around no more?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And especially if he's young, he's looking at you as a father figure if he's young.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, what's gonna start as he grows up?
Yeah.
Like he's gonna start asking himself, okay, why don't the men stick around? My dad didn't stick around. MD didn't stick around. Why don't the men stick around?
Exactly. And Cassandra, I see you're gonna come to you after MD. Go ahead, bro.
Say again?
No, I was telling Cassandra, I see her. She put in a request. I told her I'm gonna bring her on after you. Okay, so if y'all just like an MD, he's a regular on the show. Go ahead, bro. I think because we got a delay here. I think that's what it is. But go ahead.
Okay, I just want to touch on the conversation that you had earlier with I think it's the new girlfriend post a picture with the child.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Put your spin on it, bro. MD, put your spin on that. Go ahead. Let's go.
The ex-girlfriend isn't over the ex-boyfriend.
Right. That's what I think too.
Because over right. And she posted a picture of our child and her new boyfriend on social media. I don't care because my feelings are no longer attached to her.
Right.
As long as my child isn't coming to me and saying, "Daddy, mommy's boyfriend tried to spank me," or "Mommy's boyfriend is mean to me," now that's when I'm going to get involved. But over a picture on Facebook, I don't care.
Exactly.
As long as it seems like she has found someone to love my son as much as I do, or my child, or my daughter, whatever, as much as I do, I don't care about a picture on social media.
I don't either, bro. Because
that's for children to bicker about.
If I chose the woman to be the mother of my child, as a man, I have to trust her. I may not like her, we may not get along. But one thing I would say that for me, if she has our child, right, I have to trust what she is doing until I see is endangerment of our child. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes we get too petty about why we broke up. You know what I'm saying? If she cheated, I cheated, you lied, I lied, whatever, whatever. But you got to put that to a side when you got a child. And one thing I think, most men and women can say that the daddy or the mama may be sorry when it comes to finances, but he or she is a solid person. Those are two different things. I know people don't like to divide the two, but they are. Just because a woman or man don't take care financially, don't mean they can't spend time and be a good mother or father to their damn child. But a lot of people, if you ain't putting the money up, you can't be there for that child. And I'm saying now for the kids, you have messed up twice. Because the emotional attachment is the most important thing in life for a kid is not money. It's time. For the mama, is money because she no longer wants your ass. But for the kid, it's time. Go ahead.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that. Money can't replace love.
No.
You can't equate someone's adulthood to how much money that they can offer or provide.
Yeah. I agree. I totally agree with you. Hey,
Because
sure.
that may not remember those $250 Jordans that you bought, but he's gonna remember you took him fishing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, yeah.
We make money so important when we really don't have to. These kids aren't. I mean, I think it's just this new era that we're in.
Well, and I'm with that. I see Miss Hanson out in Florida. She's saying they can't replace time, but it pays for extracurricular activities, co-pays, and etc. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, right? Sometimes the man is not in a position to do that. Do that mean he can't see his kid? Sometimes the woman is not in a position to do that for her child if she don't have custody. Does that mean she can't see her kid? Life don't work out the way you want it to. And I think a lot of times, and I'm not judging anybody's situation. I'm not. But I think we get too caught up in the finance part when you should have got caught up in the finance part before you had sex with his ass. Okay? That's what you should have thought about. But you didn't. And now we're here. And now you got a child, but you're holding a vengeance against the man or the woman and not doing what in the best interest of the child. And I'm gonna say this: I ain't talking about the no good baby daddies, and I'm not talking about the no good baby mamas. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the ones that the lady and the man know that he or she is a decent person, and you still holding the kid back as punishment because you're not getting the money that you want. Those are the people I'm talking about. Because you do have some no good men that's trying to get out of child support and don't want to pay nothing, and that's them, and women too. But I'm talking about the men that are good, but he fell on hard times. But you keep the man a child away from him, and then you say, well, I don't like the woman that you with. You ain't paying no child support, so you can't see your child. I think that's wrong. Go ahead, MD. Anything you want to add to that?
I have a friend, right? He had two kids by the same woman, and he would call for his kids. She wouldn't let him talk to the kids. He used to write his letters. She would intercept the letters in the mail and hide in the closet.
Yeah.
He bought the kids prepaid cell phone.
And she took
and
it.
gave it to them. Told them to hide the phone. She took the phone.
Yep, I know the same situation. I know, bro. I know the same situation. I know the same situation. Yeah.
So she would tell them that your daddy don't want to be with you and yada 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 yada. So fast forward, She goes to a nightclub one night and gets plastered drunk and goes home and the kids find pissy drunk in the living room. So they call the police because he was uncontrollable.
Right.
And so when the police get there, she tells the police, "Take them with you. I don't want responsibility anyway." Now you know, person speaks over a person's mind.
Right.
So that night, the police called the father, and the father went to go pick them up. And so the cop had reported the situation to DSS, and he got full custody of his kids because of that situation.
Man, thank God for that, bro. You know, thank God that that good men sometimes win. You know what I mean? Because every man ain't bad. I'm not saying every man is good, but there are some good men out there that got caught up in some bad situation also. Hey, MD, I appreciate you locking into the show, man. Let me go ahead and get to Cassandra real quick here. All right, love you, bro. I love you, man. Have a good one. All right, y'all, wait for that. Hey, Cassandra. Cassandra's about to come in. She's been waiting patiently to come onto the show. Hey, Cassandra, how you doing, baby girl? Thank you. Happy holidays to you and your family. What you got for us?
Okay, I just have to say something.
Sure.
When it comes to if you're single and you have children, you have to protect those kids. Okay, and you cannot be just bringing anybody around your children. And like I said, when I got divorced, I didn't have some men didn't even know I had children. And you have to be very strategic in what you do. And I had 3 boys.
Okay.
So I was very careful in what they saw, what they did. And you don't ever want to set a bad example because you're teaching them how to maneuver and how to have their own relationships. And when you bring people in front and they're not around or they don't stay, you're setting a bad example. Okay. And you just don't want to do that. It's just a bad situation. It's a bad situation. And I just don't understand how women are so careless. Like, you don't know this man. And I know people who have left their children, their daughters, with men that they don't even know.
Preach. Cassandra, I want you to go ahead and tell these stories because people think that I be woman bashing on here. Go ahead and tell these stories. What women? I need to hear from a woman what these women do when they first meet these guys and how careless they be with their kids. Go ahead.
Listen, I work with a woman. I work in healthcare. I work for a woman who went away to Black Bike Week and left her children home alone. She left the state.
Wow.
She left the state. And I was like, she and I had an argument on the floor because I found out because our kids went to school together. And one of her children, her cycle came on and she didn't know what to do. So this little girl is telling other people or, asking people what to do. So you've gone out of town and you're doing whatever you do, but you don't even,
you're not there for your kids.
The level, of stuff that people do is just so crazy to me. It's like you don't understand that this is you're raising them up to be whoever they're going to be, but they're basing it on the experiences that they lived through. So you have to do better. We have to do better. We have to do better. It's no excuse.
Well,
if you don't know now, Google is at your fingertips. And I'm not saying that everybody's going to be a stellar parent because Lord knows I made mistakes. I'm here to say I made mistakes. However, you have to own your stuff. You have to fix your stuff and work on yourself. It's nobody's job to take care of me and my children. It is their father's job to be there.
Right.
Period.
Right. I totally agree with you on that. I totally agree. But thank you for locking in, Cassandra. Thank you for waiting. We love you. Happy holidays to you and your family. Thank
you. Bye, guys.
Y'all know I'm getting a little better because I can actually get people out of here now. I want to bring Ms. Hanson in because she's a CPS director for, I think she said 12 years or so. I want to see if she's going to come on here. What's up, Ms. Hanson? How you doing out there in Miami? How's the weather? It's cold in Miami?
Yeah. Cold front going on, but
Okay, hey, and I seen your hair. You look good, girl. I seen the little blonde thing you got going on.
thank you.
Okay, got the cut going on and stuff. Wait, I see you on TikTok. Go ahead.
You saw me.
I saw you. Go ahead and speak a little bit on what we're talking about today when it comes to. No, because man, you finna get into it about the financial board, but go ahead.
Yeah. So,
Sure.
so I've been in CPS for 26 years, the program director for 10 of those years.
Mhm.
I've seen everything. And yes, I see that women place their children at great risk. And most of the cases that we get in for an investigation or
Mhm.
removal is due to the boyfriend's involvement, whether that's sexual abuse or neglect. It is. But we also find that, and we have to be careful not to judge women. We always get the brunt of everything. And we're doing the very best we can with what we have and what we know.
Okay.
I'm fortunate in that my ex is an amazing dad, and so he doesn't have to meet the individuals that I date. You know, my children don't have to meet the individuals, but I was a teenage mom at one point, and I have a son who's now 30, and I did introduce him to some boyfriends, and we're not forgotten. I put in one of my clients, so be careful not to judge because we're doing the best we can. And people want connections, people want relationships, and you don't always know who you're dating, whether you date them for 6 months or a year. You know, you just don't. So I have not had any bad experiences, thank God. But I know some people that have. But I want to be careful that we're not judging one another, each other as it is.
Mhm.
I also don't want to villainize black men. I also want to say if you have a child by a man and he steps up, you don't have to leave the child with anyone, an ex-boyfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, to go to bike week.
Mhm.
So I think a lot of times moms find themselves in situations where they have to go to work, so the children have to stay behind, and that boyfriend who they don't always know is there, or they want to go to bike week or whatever it is. So we have to make sure that we're taking it from both perspectives and that we're not shaming or blaming individuals.
Right.
Because a woman does not make a baby by herself. Okay, and then to go back to this whole financial thing, no, I don't think that that money is more important than time. But as a person who was single for many years before I got married, there were things that I had to get Roshan, that he saw me stress more, that he saw me work hard, he saw me go and get 2 degrees and hustle so he could have, you know, Pop Warner and all those things where his father could have stepped up. I didn't keep him from his father because that's not my thing, but I understand the frustration from a woman's point of view that's like, I'm doing everything. I'm paying co-pays, medical, Pop Warner, swim team, tennis, whatever. And you want to come see your child? Go kick rocks. Do me that favor. Go kick rocks. Now, if you can't do it and it's temporary, okay, cool. But you can't be a long-term deadbeat and want to be in your child's life. Because you can't be a long-term deadbeat and be in my child's life. There's responsibility and accountability that comes when you make a child.
Okay, so can I say this right? I want to ask you this question, okay? So you saying because he didn't, he can kick rocks. So you would take the time away from your son not to be able to see his dad because he didn't put up financially.
I think I didn't do that
Okay.
because thankfully I don't have to do that. So what did occur though, Roshan is 30 and he'll tell you, what did occur is he developed a disdain for his father because his father would come, you know, on birthdays and holidays
Yeah.
and get certain things. And so now I'm like, bro, did you check on your dad? It's like, I
No.
didn't have nothing to say to him.
Right, but
You know,
but
that's on
see,
him.
but that exactly, but that's the relationship that he got. He's a grown man now, and he
Right.
has the opportunity to have that relationship with his father. When I'm saying when it comes to money, right? Here's the thing that I say when I see women and the kids and the baby father that can put up the money. You have this thing called child support. Put us behind on child support, right? Well, but again, that's your choice. That's your choice. Okay.
Because it's a two-edged sword. So sometimes, and again, I've been in this field for a long time, I've seen it all.
Okay.
Sometimes their child's father on child support,
Mhm.
he gets very petty and stays away.
Okay.
And then you alienate the child.
But
I didn't want
it's the
that to
same.
occur.
In your situation, you was allowing to see the kid, so I understand that part. But again, when you're having these kids with these guys, right? Men and women, I think we get it so conflicted when it comes to the money situation, right? That when y'all had that kid, neither one of y'all had money for real, right? And to expect you or him to be able to be 100 on everything is unrealistic for most people in most situations. And I think we have to get better at this. Is not judging or shaming nobody, but regardless of why y'all broke up, y'all need to be able to sit down and figure out financially what each of you can and cannot do for y'all kids. Not who they with or what they're not doing, but financially. And like I said, when you out here, and I'm 53 and I'm speaking from a Monday morning quarterback stance, to hindsight is 2020. But what I'm saying is we got to teach our kids a lot better now to be able to have the conversation with that man that you want to sleep with. Bruh, if you're gonna decide to let off rounds in me, are you gonna be here as a father? Let me look at your bank account. Let's see.
But to be fair,
Sure.
Situation. I was 16 when I had Roshan. So we were having financial discussions. Roshan's father financially and academically. But that's neither here nor there. So when you're a kid, you only know what you know.
And let's be clear now. I wasn't on this show. I'm talking about grown women. I was not talking about teenage kids. So on this show, I was talking about grown women.
Right. So I children, we have those financial discussions, and we co-parent beautifully, both financially, emotionally. But that's because we had those discussions and we were grown when we got married. So, but what I'm saying is, I don't want anyone to feel bad about what they did with what they knew at the time, because you can't take that. Once a child is both individuals, if you do whatever you got to take care of your kids. You can't make excuses.
Okay, but can we say this? Okay, but can we say this, Miss Hanson? Okay, so I don't mind having a tough conversation on the show. This is what we're all about, for helping by people. We don't have to make it feel like people are being judged, but we do have to talk about the decisions that people are making and how to make better decisions, right? If you are grown, okay, and you going out and you letting a guy come in and shoot up the club, right? And you don't know this guy for real, and you grown, you know the results behind that, correct? You know the results behind that. There are consequences, and nine times out of 10 that you're letting that the guy that you met that you're dating, you allow him to shoot up the club. Most of the times, let's just be real, he's not a really great guy. He's not in a financial steady place. He's not in a place to be a father. So I think a lot of times when men are sleeping with these women, bro, you have no intentions to be with her and be a good dad, and you're a piece of crap. And women, you are hoping and praying that he don't leave nothing behind in the club. You see what I'm saying? And so this is what I'm saying is, it may sound harsh, but we have to have the tough conversation that when we're in these situations with grown men and grown women, we have to make grown folks decisions, because what we start acting like doing once the child is born, we started acting childish. And now the woman wants to act grown. Now the man wants to act grown after the club been shot up. We can't do that. Now he's wrong or she's wrong. No, y'all both are wrong when y'all laid y'all behind down and y'all decided to do this unprotected or unsafe. You got to be smart about what you're doing.
So I'm agreeing with you, because we wholeheartedly, what I'm saying is, once the child is here, we can't go back to say who was wrong and who was right. Once the child is here, we both have to.
Exactly.
And then I went to school on the weekend. So I did it all because the child had needs, but on top of needs, I wanted him to be exposed to different things. So you can't say, okay, so you have it didn't work out, so now you figure it out. Both people both need to get to a job, we both need to, but the onus shouldn't be more on one than the other.
I understand. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, right? But when we look at these lists that people talk about on social media and people talk about relationships all the time, let's be honest. If you guys are looking to the Joe Lacker show, it's 28 minutes after the hour. We have the one and only Miss Hanson. She's calling in from Florida. I'm hanging out with us today. We're talking about baby dads and baby mamas and situations we get ourselves in. But when I look at this situation, Miss Hanson, when you find yourself with this guy, right? And let's say you in your late 20s, early 30s, and you mess around and you get with this guy. You know, as a woman, right, what you're getting, what you are doing when you are doing it. But the problem that I got with all of this is that the kid is a afterthought after the kid comes. The guy knows better what he's doing, and he's a no good dude for doing what he's doing because he's trying to get control, knowing that he's not going to be there as a father. And this is the other thing that I'm going to say. Women, I don't know why, but women are afraid to tell a guy no or push him away that night if he don't come correct.
Because it's how we're socialized.
Uh-huh.
You know, women, for the most part, socialized to be assertive. You talk about what a woman's role was. So for me, I grew up very domesticated, cook, clean, make sure the house is, tight, the kids are good. I say about sharing the kitchen responsibilities, or I was raised, and that's the way I was.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I'm saying the socialize is very different than the way that men socialize. And now, of course, that I'm dating,
Mhm.
but I think in your 20s, you're trying to.
Hello, Ms. Hanson, are you there? I think we lost Ms. Hanson. Hello, Ms. Hanson. Okay, we lost Ms. Hanson. Hey, Ms. Hanson, go request to come back in. I don't know, your connection got bad there. If you got to lucky, we was talking to Ms. Hanson. I think I know where she was going with that. When she was the way she grew up in her time, that women took care of the house, and that's very true. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on what I'm saying. I think we have to do a better job. I think we got to teach our kids better. Yes, there is a out for the man and an out for the woman, but there's no out for the child when the child is here. So we have to have that tough conversation. If you're with a man like that, you need to know, ladies, is this a man that I want to be the child of my father? I mean, I want to be the father's child, right? I'm gonna tell you, ladies, let me just keep it 100 with y'all. Most men are just trying to get control of you, and they're hoping and praying that you don't get pregnant. Okay, when they're trying to shoot the club up. Most men are not trying to give you a baby, right? They're not, but they're doing the things to get a baby. Because if a man really wanted a family, the true man, fellas, let me know on this live here. You're gonna marry the woman, or you're gonna let her know that if you get pregnant, I will marry you. That's what real men do. A real man is not going to shoot up the club and ask you or be nervous about it, in the next 28 days, is Mother Nature going to hit? No. But women don't say nothing and men don't say nothing. And then when the baby comes, he wants to get ghost. But he did the deed, you know what I'm saying? So, fellas, I got to say, fellas, the men that are out there doing this, I'm judging. You're a piece of trash. If you're not ready to be a husband, why are you trying to be a father? I'm just being real. I don't get it. I did my deed, and I understand my mistakes that I made. I am nowhere perfect. My 2 kids live in Japan. I was not there. The only thing I can stand here and say, that's good that both of my kids are by the same mom. That's it. But I was not a good baby daddy. I wasn't. I was young, but I'm not going to use it as an excuse. I knew better then. Let's just be real. I didn't care. I wasn't thinking like that. I was reckless, right? And I was able to get away with it. Let's just keep it real, okay? And that's what these young cats are thinking. So when I speak, I'm speaking from pure experience about myself, right? I've been through this. I've done it. I've done women wrong. I haven't been there for my kids. I'm lucky that they had the mama that they had that allowed them the space to get to know me better now. Because before, if she would have did what some of y'all women are doing, my kids wouldn't be in my life. Now they would have had every right to do that. Because I made a choice. So they have a right to make a choice now. But what I'm saying is because I know better, I don't mind telling my story and how dumb I was. But if I know what I did wrong, I'm gonna tell the world what I did wrong. I'm gonna say, don't do the dumb stuff that I did. Let's have a different conversation. You can body shame me, judge me all day long. Joe, you did, yes, go ahead, put it out there. I don't have a problem with it. Yes. The answer will be yes to everything you're saying about me. Yes. Hypocrite, child, not a child, whatever you want to say about me. Yes, I did it. That was me. Okay, so once you finish bashing me, now let me tell you what I think we should do better. I can handle the pressure. I've been on national TV, national radio, all this stuff, so I don't mind the bashing. But once you get past, going into my past and talking about what I didn't do, let's talk about what I'm trying to do. Let's try to have a better conversation for our younger generation growing up. Let's try to make sure that these women are strong enough to tell a man no. And if you're with this guy, and I said this before on the show, and he did shoot up the club, and you got a little record, go take the plan B. Make sure you're on birth control. Protect yourself from yourself and from him also. Is that all responsibility of a woman? Yep. But you're protecting yourself. If you're the one who can carry the baby, you should put on extra protection. Is it fair? Hell no. It's not fair. But would you rather have a kid with a guy that ain't gonna be there? I'm just saying. Life ain't fair for nobody that walks outside their door every day. When you walk your ass outside the door, life ain't gonna be fair. When you get to work, life ain't gonna be fair, whether you're a woman or a man, whether you're black, white, Asian, or Latino. Life ain't gonna be fair. So skip me with that. Life ain't fair. Okay? So ladies, I'm saying, yeah, you can blame the no good dude. Yes, the dude had no good intentions. He lied to you. He shut up the club. Got it. But we got to have a different conversation today. We got to. I have two daughters, 131, 121. I tell my daughter, there's not one damn reason why you should be pregnant if you don't want to be. I don't want to hear what he did. I want to know what you did. Y'all remember back then when you got in trouble in school? Your mom didn't want to hear what they did or what she said. She want to know exactly why, what you did and why were you there. You remember that? Tell my daughter the same thing. You should never get pregnant if you don't want to get pregnant. You better not dare come telling me that this boy did. No, unless he did the unthinkable. And I'm going to jail. Y'all never see me on radio again. Other than that, I want to hear it. Protect yourself and from him. Yes, you have to do that, ladies. Yes, you should do that if you're going to be reckless. Yes, you need to do that if you're not going to speak up for yourself in those moments. Yes, you need to make sure that you're protected. It's very freaking unfair. That's life, though. Like I teach my daughter, that's life. Get over it. In my situations in life, I've been treated unfairly. Oh, some people would look at it like you've been treated so unfairly, but that's life. Hell, people have been treated unfair for generations, for decades, for generations to come. People have been treated unfairly. Whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're Latino, whether you're Asian, everybody have had their degradation in their ethnicities. They have had their degradation as being as a man or a woman, right? Your color. We can go through the list. Life is unfair. Life will always be unfair. But we got to have a better conversation about how to stop worrying about after the fact, right? And who's wrong. Let's make sure that we're protecting ourselves so we don't have to have that conversation. You see what I'm saying? Because if my daughter protects herself from herself and from him, we ain't having a conversation about a kid and a no good baby daddy. Now, was that unfair that she had to do that and take the plan B and be on birth control? Very. But guess what? She's still living her life and she's going to have a child when she wants to. She was reckless, but she didn't get caught up with it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, I can be wrong. Y'all can be mad at me. Honestly, I love y'all, but I don't care. Because like I said, throw the dots at me, throw the punches. Like I told y'all my story. I'm not sitting on this sofa and talking to y'all like I did it all right. Hell, I did everything wrong. Divorced twice, wasn't there for my two kids. I'm not sitting on this bench like I'm holier than thou. I always tell you, God's still working on my black ass. I tell you that. I tell you that all the time. But on this show, for 10 years, what I've been saying is what? We got to do better. We got to change the conversation. Let's talk about the tough stuff. Let's talk about the mistakes that men made. Let's talk about the mistakes women make. Let's talk about it. And so how can I be better? How can I use me as an example for the dumb stuff that I've done and help you be better in your life? Or you can have a better conversation with your kids. Or you can show your kids this situation. Look what this dumb dude did. Don't do what he did. I'm okay with that. I am so okay with using me as an example. Because like I said, God's still working on me. It took me a minute to be brave enough to tell my story. But then once I learned that, hey, it's helping other people, because people see you as that you are no better off or worse than they are, right? You can have an impact on people. Right? So that's why I tell people, we all go through stuff. We all have our bloopers, right? We all do bad stuff. We all have hurt somebody. We all have went into sometimes with good intention and it turned out bad. Some of us went in bad intention and it turned out really bad. Or sometimes you went in bad intention and it turned out good. We all have sinned. That one person that listened to the sound of my voice today or hear this show 10 years from now, may have not had a sin in their life or done something wrong. You're not perfect. But we do need to have a better conversation. So I don't think it's wrong to talk about the person that did the dumb stuff, the person that messed up, the person who made a bad judgment. Now, you may say, I'm judging them. I'm pointing out what the problem is and now how we're going to fix it. See, in journalism, you can report the news without making it personal, right? This is what I try to do on this show. I say women, but women get mad at where you're bashing women. No, I'm reporting what women do. And then if you ever listen to any of my shows, I always have a solution what I think may be better. Now, am I jaded on some of my commentary? Of course, I'm a man. I've been through stuff. I say things from my point of view. On radio, what do? I give my opinion. And I would tell you guys, on some things I can tell you I'm factual. On some things I'm just saying, this is my opinion, this is what I've been through. Right? That's the way this works. Only thing I can tell you that I'm different from most people on these different apps, that I have 10 years experience in radio. I just decided to come off radio and do my own podcast now because I can talk free and do what I want to. And I'm not held by FCC code. So I took the Joe Locker Show, my brand, and I brought it to the podcast 100% free now. So that's why I'm here. So let's say, yes, accountability and choice, wisdom from others, elders, listen and be better. So I would say sometimes you think you have it bad when the next person has it 16 times worse. How can God use you? That's why you're my favorite guy. Oh, I appreciate it. Cassandra says, I'm married and divorced 5 years later. It took me 7 years to finish. You know, I think a lot of times, y'all, we are so busy, honestly, studying the fruit that we forget to look at the root. Right. And whether the fruit is rotten or the fruit is good, you know, it's our society today. If the fruit is good, it tastes good. If it's rotten, we want to talk about it. But you know, if we never study the root of what we're doing wrong, we never get better. Whether you a woman or a man, I think all of us has room for improvement. I think, you know, going forward in 2024, I think we all need to try to be better parents. We all need to try to be better kids to our parents if that's possible. We need to try to be better brothers and sisters. Try to be better neighbors. Try to be better friends. Because this world is so divisive, y'all, in what we see. There's so much vitriol that's coming at us 24/7, from TV to social media, right? We get caught up in celebrities' news stories when their life is really, really bad. And we talk about it for days, right? Or a football player or a celebrity that does something. That's our timeline because it takes us away from our own problems. Let's just be real, right? Talking about somebody else's problems frees you from yours for a little while. But most of the time, when you look at Jonathan Majors, or you look at what's happening in a lot of these other people's lives, right? The same thing is happening in your life, and you know somebody even closer to you that is happening to. The question is, we're so inundated with all this stuff. And we're so connected to all this stuff, we're not connected with ourselves, we're not connected to our families, and we're no longer connected to our friends. And I think that's going to be a problem going forward in our society because we don't know how to connect. We don't know how to have that human conversation. We're so quick to judge and not listen and have a conversation. We let social media tell us how we should be living and what we should think and what's going to be the topic of the day instead of putting the phone down and calling a friend or having lunch with them and seeing how they're doing. Look them in the eyes and see how they're doing. With the kids, how many conversations do you have at the dinner table? I've talked about this on the show many times, right? Do you have time where you put the phone down and you just talk with your kids? Or if you're in a relationship, you put the phone down and just talk to your man. You talk to your girl. Without the phone, without the TV. Y'all just have a conversation. Those times now, I think we're getting less and less. You will call your man and ask him why he liked a photo on social media, but you want to ask your man how his day was when he came home. Huh? Did y'all hear what I said? You'll call your man and blow up his phone with 1,000 text messages, leave 100 voicemails about something he said or liked on social media. But when he come home, you don't even ask him how his day was, how he's feeling. Some men be at work all day long and they come home and the first thing they do is hop on a video game and start playing video games and put on headset. And they'll ask his wife, how was her day? Are you okay? Is there anything you need? Men and women come home that are married. They speak to each other, say a few kind words, and the next thing they're doing is pulling out their cell phone. How many of you lay in bed at night with your husband or your wife, and both of y'all got your cell phones on? How many of y'all lay in the bed with your husband or wife at night, turn out the lights, and y'all still on yourself? Thank you, Sandra. Have a good one, baby. Good night. This is one rule that I had when I was married. And we stuck to it for the most part. We didn't bring cell phones into the bedroom. We would turn up the phone loud enough so if anything happened, we could hear it. But I made the decision. It may have been her. Or we both came to the decision. I'm not for sure. I'll take credit for it. But we said we're going to stop bringing the cell phones into the bedroom. We wanted to better connect with one another or just wind down for the day without being on the cell phone scrolling through social media. I think there's something that we can do. People think you can't live without your cell phone, but I think we can. You can, right? If anybody ever been around me, they would know that my cell phone, the notification never dings. My phone may buzz because of my security system in my house. But I don't get I get notifications on my phone, but it doesn't buzz because my notification is off. The only thing is on my phone is my ringer. For my text messages, for anything on social media, because I'm on, I have a huge platform, my cell phone is going off all the time. So my phone is always, when it comes to notifications, always beside me. That's why when people are like, you didn't get my message, whatever. If I don't check my phone, if I don't get on social media and actually go look in my phone and go look, because I don't have my chats connected to my Instagram and my Facebook, because I don't always want to be in my inbox. When I get on social media, I want to do my research. I want to look for topics, see what the trends are, what the algorithm look like they're doing, so I can build my brand and stuff like that. So I don't have everything connected. So when I do go into my DMs and I look at my DMs, I try to answer as many as I can most of the time. And the people that I really want to talk to, I would, go ahead and tell them to give them my cell phone, and they can text me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you have a platform like mine, it's quite a few people that you're not going to be able to contact with anybody all the time. And I'm very careful who I give my number out to, because I don't want to be talking to people all the time on the phone either. I'm not a huge texter. I'd rather talk to you because I'm a talk show host. But I don't like to talk all the time. When I'm off air, I'd much rather be quiet. Most people would probably be very surprised if they saw me in person, how quiet I really am and laid back I am. Now, if I need to, insert, I will. But for the most part, I'm animated when I do this because I love it. But, when I'm by myself and I'm quiet, I enjoy quiet time. I enjoy a time of thinking and meditating and figuring things out. That's what I love to do. I have one TV in my house. It's on my mantelpiece. I said I was going to get it mounted on the wall, and I still haven't got it mounted on the wall. None of my bedrooms have a TV in it. It just don't. Why? Because I feel that there's just too much inundation of the world. Sometimes I just want to shut the hell off and close the lights and close the door. Like sometimes I just leave my phone in the kitchen or in my living room and I just go to sleep. And whatever if anything's gonna happen, I'll find out the next morning. It'll be okay. I tell myself, if a 911 situation happened, I couldn't get to it at 2 o'clock in the morning, guess what? I get to it when I wake up at 5 or 6. Because sometimes you just need time to yourself. Well, if you're spending time with people, sometimes you just need to spend time with them. It's not about what's on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram. That'll be there. Your notification tell you who hit you up and what was going on. If that was a 911 situation, trust me, if it was really bad enough, they'll come to your house and they'll wake you up and they'll find you. The world, one thing I learned about social media, have you ever lost your phone when they begin to your social media for a while, or got put in Facebook jail or whatever, and you couldn't get on social media? What happened? The world kept moving, right? It survived without you posting, without your notification, without you putting your reel out there. You didn't see hundreds of people in your inbox. Joe, are you okay? You didn't post today. Joe, everything gonna be okay? They went to the next person. You see what I'm saying? They went to the next person. You're only good as your last post. You're only good as your last paycheck at work. So what you need to do, hey Red, how's it going? So what you need to do, right, is recharge, as I think as Sister C. Monique says, right? But you need to take time for yourself and figure things out. And so when you go into these dating situations, right, and you got your kids, you're not making microwave decisions, right? You're making solid decisions. And I talk about this all the time. If you're over 40 and 50 like I am, we ain't got too many more mistakes we can make, y'all. We can't keep making the same mistakes. We have to have a different discussion if you're in your 40s and 50s. If you're in your 20s and 30s, your 20s, maybe your early 30s, you still got a little more time. But once you hit that 40 and you hit 50, bro, we can't be having the same. I can't be telling you at 55, I'm sorry, and it happened to me again. No, I got to have a different conversation with myself now. I got to do things differently now. I can't blame the white man. I can't blame a woman. This is Joe Lockett time. This is my fault. I got to figure this thing out. If I say I'm going to get to a point A to point B, and I'm still at point A, and I'm nowhere near point B, that's on me. That ain't the white man holding me back. That ain't a woman holding me back from doing what I got to go do. That's Joe Lockett not doing what the hell he's supposed to do because I'm distracted by something else. Just maybe you find yourself in the same situation, ladies and gentlemen. Aquawoman says, I've enjoyed you guys. Have a good night, everyone. All right, Aquawoman, have a good night. I'm about ready to get out of here too, guys. But I want to tell you guys something seriously. The holidays are coming up. And the reason why I'm doing a lot of holiday topics about kids and social media and stuff like that, because this is the time that if you can spend time with family and friends, do that. Don't find fights or arguments to have. Don't bring grudges to the family functions or friends functions. If you are that person, stay your ass at home. Okay? Stay at home. Going into 2024, the world can change to be a better place if we all choose to do better. Try to be better. Right? Whatever that may be for you. Just try to be a better person. Right? Do it for yourself. Do it for your kids. Do it for your family. I don't give a damn why you do it. Just try to be a better person. Right? And try to give. And the more you give, you will receive. Make sure you love as much as you can love, and God will bless you on the backside of it, right? And that's why when I end the show all the time, I always say, right, I end it with love. I can debate with y'all, argue with y'all, scream and holler, but at the end of the day, I don't take none of this stuff personally. I laugh and I have fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys get on up out of here. Char, Lady J, Red, Monique, Tams, I appreciate y'all so much. I really, really do. And I want to say thank you guys. We have sold over 500 hoodies at joelockett.com. If you guys like this, my saying, my life, my choice, my time. If you notice the mantra, everything we talk about, this is my life, this is my choice, this is my time. And if you feel the same way, go to joelockett.com. Let's get me up to 1,000 hoodies, y'all. Go get your hoodie, go get you a cup of whatever at joelockett.com. All right, guys, with that being said, you know how I feel about you, right? Je t'aime, Demo, Aishtamas, Liberty. What's all that mean? It means I love you. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good evening. All right, Facebook, get out of here. YouTube, I appreciate you. Have a good night.